It's so
Got
absolutely.
it.
Woohoo! How are you doing? Oh, you do not sound good.
I'm better
Yeah,
than yesterday.
well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. I'm glad your test came back. It came back negative,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, thank God.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm
I
hoping you'll be healthier.
know,
Going,
soon, one day.
yeah. Well, great. First of all, before we start this
Yeah.
session, I just wanted to say thank you
Yeah, no.
for agreeing to do this with me. This is super exciting.
I
Um,
know.
I know that coaching is something that you're interested in and being like receiving it.
Hmm.
So I would love to ask you and find out more about what brings you to coaching, your expectations, what your thoughts are on it, all of that stuff.
Yeah. So I think that my main goal that I wanted to focus on was for work related and
Hmm.
my productivity and I guess time management.
Okay.
Just because I know at my jobs in the past I have been more productive, and I'm
Hmm.
not sure what the difference is between this position and those that I'm not feeling like I'm doing is the best that I can possibly do.
Okay. All
I feel
right.
like I have a lot more potential.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
I mean, we
there, it's
all
just
do. Yeah.
needs to click. Something is just not clicking.
Okay. And if you keep seeing me looking over, it's because I'm taking
Yeah, no,
notes.
that's fine. I'm also looking at mine, so
Oh, that's awesome. You wrote notes?
yeah.
Oh
I
my
went through the
goodness.
questions and stuff, so I know specifically the one that says the encouraging and discouraging stuff. That's,
Hmm.
I think, a big part for me.
Hmm.
Does my sound
Your
go
sound was
off?
on, but that's okay.
Okay, I don't know how to make my text not make sound.
That's okay.
Um, so yeah, I think that the one thing that stands out to me specifically
Mhm.
is discourage and demotivating.
Mhm.
Because I know in the past that I don't react well to negativity
Yeah.
or failure.
Yeah.
So once I feel like I've done something wrong, I kind of shut down.
Mm.
So, and then it's the opposite when what motivates me is to make people happy, to please
Mhm.
people, to do something right. And I
Oh,
specifically know that's my trigger because as a kid in softball, I had two very different coaches. One coach who was very negative to me, and I did not perform well. And I had another coach who was very encouraging and positive to me. And then I had four over the fence hits in one
right.
game. So that definitely has a big part to
Yeah.
do with me.
Yeah. Of course. Everything that you're telling me, it sounds like to me that you've done a lot of soul searching with
Yeah.
this to bring you to this
Yeah.
point.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely reflecting on things that I know when I've been successful and what brought me there. So I know that positivity and I have somebody telling me that I'm doing it right is makes me motivated to continue and get it done,
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah. No, that's really powerful to know that about yourself. A lot of people, when they come into coaching, they don't know this already about themselves.
Yeah.
We have to do a lot of work to get that out. And I'm not saying we won't do work here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying that, wow, like you've already done a lot of emotional insight with this. And I can tell that you clearly care about this and how it's affecting you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely am somebody if I am passionate about something, it takes everything it takes
Yeah.
control of me. I don't ever
Right.
stop working because I love it. I don't it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like it's work to me.
Right.
So yeah.
That's great. So That's amazing. I think this is a beautiful start.
Good.
I'm really excited to be working with you on this.
Yeah, me too.
Um, so we've kind of talked about like what brings you here, like
Mhm.
your overall goal you want to talk about. I'll just give you a little brief kind of what coaching is, like what I have to do for class,
Mhm.
but overall, like what can happen with this process. So typically we usually meet between like 30 to 45 minutes. It's
Mhm.
nothing like we have to drag out, but it's usually nice and short because, progress happens when we're together, but it also happens so much behind all of
Right,
the
right.
work. And this is the one session where I'll probably talk quite a bit because I want to explain, and I want to get like kind of a deeper understanding of you and your goals and your values where it comes to this
Yeah.
goal and where you are at this point in your life. Um, so my requirements for class is that we meet at least twice.
Mhm.
But that isn't to say that like I'm okay to
Yeah.
meet with you past that point if
Yeah.
you feel that it is um, really helping you make progress on your goals.
Yeah.
I'm definitely okay to do that with you. We can talk next time about that and how you
Yeah.
feel about it.
Yeah.
Because also it's like a feel thing. Like if you're not feeling
Right.
it, then that's not the right fit, and that's okay.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess with that all in mind, what are your expectations for our time together?
I think, I guess just figuring out how how to use like my strengths and weaknesses to be like the best version of me that I know that I can be. I'm just not getting it.
Yeah, yeah. Version. Okay, so what I'm hearing is your expectations to get out of this is to see how we can discover your strengths, which you already know a lot about, from what I'm hearing, and see what your weaknesses are, which we'll definitely see. But I think
Mhm.
strengths are huge to build off of. Like, yes, weaknesses, but we, I love positivity and I love growing and strengthening our strengths. So,
Mhm.
so what I'm hearing is that overall you want to see how we can discover and leverage those strengths and weaknesses to be
Mhm.
more productive at work.
Yes. Mhm.
Cool. All
Yeah.
right. What else? What else can we add to that?
Um, Maybe I guess I would say like maybe some tools or
Okay.
um like I guess tools it would be like to get me to be there, like what
Mhm,
things I need to do in order to achieve like
mhm.
the next step in my
Okay.
my job, I guess, my
Yeah.
role.
Yeah. No, that's great. And I'm gonna tell you that the tools already lie within you. It's
Okay.
us working together to figure out what that looks like and what it
Yeah.
is and
Yeah.
how can we pull that out because it's there, it's with you. We just have to unearth it in a way.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I won't be telling you what tools to use. I might suggest a few things, but ultimately it lies with you because you know
Okay.
what's the best for you and what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Mhm.
So I won't like give you advice. I'm not gonna directly say I'm working on like in my other
Yeah.
videos, I'm working on not giving advice.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to. So I won't be able to fulfill that role for you either because coaching, we believe that innately you are a whole being
Mhm.
and you're this beautiful personality and this person who already has the experiences behind you to make the best decisions for yourself. We're just here to help guide that
Mhm.
decision and guide
Okay.
that discussion to find those things.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
That sounds good.
Awesome. Cool. Um, Great. So we have your goal. I'm wondering if, because I did not check the time when we started. Um, so I'm thinking we have about 20-ish minutes left. Um, how do you feel about those worksheets I gave you? Was there anything there that kind of stood out to you in relation to your goal?
Let's see, where'd the circle one go? I liked the circle one.
Ooh,
That one was
okay.
pretty easy. I would say that my personal growth
Hmm.
is very important to me.
Hmm.
Obviously my health, but that's something well, we can also explore that too.
Exactly. I would
Yeah.
love to.
Yeah, my health is obviously detrimental to me. Um, I think that I am pretty satisfied and happy in my significant other and my friends and family.
Awesome.
I guess one thing with that always kind of sticks in the back of my mind is I'm a very introverted person.
Mm.
So my social life is my work.
Mhm.
So once I'm home, I'm kind of a recluse.
Mm.
And I know that it's not that I don't like people.
Yeah.
It's just that I very much like my alone time.
Right.
And I know that that affects other people because I do have friends and family who are very social and they like to get together and do things all the time. Whereas on my free time, I like to be alone. So
Yeah.
that does have some effect on my friends and family for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, just the career stuff, I would say.
Okay. Career. So
No.
what with career? Tell me more about that.
Um, I think that my career, so I am very fortunate to have the job that I have because I love it. I love what I do. I love where I go. I love who I work with, and not a lot of people can say that. Um, and I think that for me, I don't care about money. It means nothing to me. What is important to me is making people happy. So I feel like I have so much potential to do that in my job that, and I'm not like quite getting there yet.
Mm.
And I know that I can. So I know that it's there. It's just like
Hmm.
that like blossom, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
And I think that the only thing that I can think that's different between this job and my previous one is that I had just like assigned tasks.
Hmm.
So I had a list of things that were given to me that had due dates that needed to be done.
Yeah.
So those were already given and assigned. Whereas this job is it's all me. And
Yeah.
that's different. So it's
Hmm.
a learning curve for me. Taking that like responsibility of myself
Hmm.
and not having someone
Yeah.
like be above me, I guess.
Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah.
what to I guess I just do better with um, under someone. So I'm not totally comfortable with
Mm.
that.
Okay.
It's very new for me.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds super new.
Yeah, very
Especially
new.
when we're not really like in jobs, we're not typically given like that amount of freedom, right?
Freedom.
So
Yeah,
it can be
exactly.
like a little culture
Yeah,
shock when
yeah.
we get
Right.
there.
And especially when you come out of college too, you're
Yeah.
going to class, you have scheduled classes, you have scheduled assignments. So going into the work world, having that job where I had someone giving me scheduled things and scheduled assignments, it was
Mhm.
normal to me and comfortable. And now I have to do that on my own. So it's hard for me to manage myself
Mhm.
and then also be creative and like do the stuff that I love too.
Yeah. Yeah. And it sounds like, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like um, this overwhelming feeling of possibly maybe falling behind or
Mhm.
um, not being able to self-manage would you agree that that's getting in the way of your creativity?
Yes. Yes,
Mm,
definitely. And
okay.
my confidence for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's almost like I feel the need for someone to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Like, even
Mm,
though I know there's not something to pinpoint,
yeah.
it's a lot of different things combined. So
Okay.
there's not just one thing I can check off the list. Like,
Right.
I'm a very, okay,
Yeah.
that's done kind of person. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of factors to
Yes.
bring in and
Yeah.
figure
It
out.
sounds overwhelming. It
Yeah,
sounds like a lot.
very, very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, we've talked quite a bit about, what you want to focus on with your job, but I'm curious to know what's going well in your job.
Um, so I think the positive things would be that I love it. Like I don't dread going to work every day.
Mm,
And I that's so important to me
mm,
because I would rather be in a position where I am around people that I like and making people happy and feeling happy
mhm.
than be in a position where you get all of the
Yeah.
doodads because you get all that, but you work in an environment that you're not happy.
Right.
So I would prefer that over anything.
Mhm,
And I love to design. So being able to design and like not under somebody like my previous job is very exciting to me because
mhm,
especially in this field, it's very rare to be able to have that position
mhm.
and to have that free reign to design something in someone's home and be connected to somebody on that level, which is also another thing that I didn't get to have at my previous job. I didn't have any one-on-one communication with people. There was no personal relationship with our clients. Like
Mhm.
they were clients, not people.
Right.
So that's something I very much value. I
Yeah.
love connecting with people because
Yeah.
I like seeing people happy. And
Right.
I feel like the one thing that I do really well is design and organize. So to
Mhm.
be able to take that and do that and me loving it and make someone happy is like, oh, a perfect world.
Yeah. That's
So
great.
yeah, I think that is the only thing that really matters to me. So
Mm.
as long as that
Ooh. Wait, hold up, hold up. I want you to say that again.
that's the only thing that matters.
What is the only thing that matters to you in your job?
Making other people happy.
That's a big thing,
Yeah.
especially when you've been talking about what you're not doing well.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, what matters?
Me.
That's powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
You and making other people happy.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's okay to get emotional about it too. I'm sensing that.
Yeah.
Take a minute.
And
Let
there's
that
a
sink in.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know why. It just that's what makes me happy. So
And I think that's beautiful. And I think that keeping and I think that when we talk about what fulfills us and what brings us joy and what gets us out of bed every day, that you found that.
mhm,
And again, at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
right.
So I love this. I love that you could come to that for yourself.
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now?
Relief.
That's beautiful,
Yeah, it
right?
feels
What other things are you thinking of now that we know that all that matters is your happiness and making other people happy and your love of design? What does that mean?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So what does it look like?
Well, I can see myself being like Christine. Like I look at her and I feel like oh, I can be her. Like I know I can. It's
Yeah.
there. Like I will be there. I know I can be a boss bitch. Like, I know I can come in here and like know what I'm doing and just get my shit done, but I'm just not there yet. So
And is that okay?
no. No,
Okay.
it's not. Because I know that I just feel like if I am not giving everything that I was like naturally born to give, like I didn't
Mm,
really work for this
wow.
artistic thing.
Yeah.
Like it's part of me. And if I don't
Yeah.
use that to like make other people's lives better, then why do I have it, you know?
Right. Wow. That's a powerful insight. That's a really powerful insight is this need to, it's deep seated is when I'm hearing this
Yeah.
drive, this need. And um if you can't, what I'm hearing is yes, you have the design and you have that and you're making people happy, but if you can't manage the job,
Mhm.
then you're failing.
Right.
Okay. That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's always on my mind.
Always on your mind. That, yeah.
Yeah. Because when I care about something, it's like the first thing that's on my forefront.
Mm,
So I'm constantly worrying and thinking, okay, well, what
yeah.
if I try this? What can I
Yeah.
do to do this? Okay, let's try this. That
Yeah.
doesn't work. So
I want to point out though that you're trying,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm
That
trying.
you're trying.
No.
No, like you're trying. And that in of itself is a radical act, that this is obviously super important to you.
Mhm,
And you are trying to look at it at every single angle that you could
mhm.
to be your personal best.
Yeah,
And that tells me you care and you are deeply devoted.
yeah,
And those are powerful attributes to have. It says a lot about you as a person.
yeah,
Because I know we sometimes get so caught up in, well, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that and I'm a failure and this and that because that, but if we take a step back, what are all the things that you are doing?
yeah, yeah. I don't really look at that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even know.
right. And I think um there may be relief in that for you
Okay.
if
Yeah.
we can take a step back to see um what are all the things that you are doing to get to your personal best
Hmm.
and to be your fulfilled self.
Yeah.
And right, and at the end of the day, I mean you've talked about this a lot, but and I just want to warn, we're kind of getting a little low on time, but I want to end with this question because I think it's so important to end with like a mood boost. And
Yeah.
um like what is fulfillment to you in your life, but in your career? What is that end goal? What does that look like as Alyssa Slowick?
Um,
What do you
I
see?
picture I picture like a game show.
A game show? I love it.
when like the confetti is flying,
Oh,
and like and it's just whoever it is I am working with is smiling. Like that's it. That's all.
that's beautiful. I can see it. Can
Yeah.
smell the confetti, like
Yeah.
the exhaust.
Congratulations, you won a smile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I picture it.
Wow. That's that's a really powerful visual. I keep saying powerful because it is.
Thank you.
So fulfillment is making the client smile.
Mhm.
What about fulfillment to you?
Um,
Overall in your life, what could it look like?
I think overall in my life, it's being able to take what I have and be as give back as much as I possibly can
Hmm.
with what I can, because I just think that that's what life is.
Yeah.
That we are all supposed to just give and work together, and everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses and things that they do well and things that they don't. So we're all different for a reason. So if we don't work together and like put our puzzle pieces together, then it's never going to be complete.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful fulfillment statement
Thank you.
to work towards.
Yeah.
And I hope that me, of course, I'll always keep this in mind for you, but I hope that you keep this in mind as we're moving forward
Mm,
and we're working on your goals and
yeah.
we're trying to get to the point of the confetti flying in your client smile and you feeling confident
Yeah.
and you feel like you have a handle on this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I need that feeling to get me through.
Right.
It's a necessity for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell your career means a
Uh,
lot to you and it holds a lot of value in your life.
yeah.
And that making people happy is everything.
Yeah, definitely. My number one.
Yeah. That's great. That's beautiful. I think that is a beautiful
Thanks.
thing to talk about. And I'm so excited to be working with you on
It
this.
felt good.
Good. I'm glad it did. It's a different environment than,
Yeah, right.
working on estimates together, right? All right. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about that you think I need to know before we move forward?
Mm, I don't think so. I think that I guess just talking through it kind of helps me to figure myself out too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about
Yeah.
coaching is that, once we start talking about one thing,
Mhm.
um, we can kind of start seeing like a little ripple effect.
Right. Right. Yeah, kind of just like roots into something else
Yeah.
so it's good. It feels good.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you feel good
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
Of course. No, thank you. All right. I'm going to let you go
All right.
and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. You feel better. Okay.
Thanks.
All
Thank
right.
you. See you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.